Hello students, now we will see about the types of operators. Okay, the types of operators are arithmetical operator, relational operator and logical operator. We will see in detail about these. First is your arithmetical operators. Arithmetical operators perform the arithmetical calculations. What are the arithmetical calculations? Addition, subtraction, product, division. So the operators used to do these addition, subtraction and all, plus, minus, the symbols. These symbols are only used to do these operations. These are called the arithmetical operators. In Java program, we have to use the operators to show or perform the operation. Okay, so arithmetic expression. So A, B, C. A, B, C means we understand that A into B into C. But the program or the computer cannot understand. If you give A, B, C, it will think it is a variable name or something. Okay, it will just consider it as a single word. But it doesn't know that it is a multiplication form. So in Java, the expression should be given using the operators. If the operators are not present, it will consider it as either a string or a word. Okay, so A, B, C should be given as that A into B into C. For multiplication, we give star in this computer. Then A square plus B square minus C square. This square means what? A into A. Right. That is called the square. If 2 square means 2 into 2. 8 square means 8 into 8. So, square means what? A into A, B into B, C into C. So, that in computer language we have to write it as A into A plus B into B plus, sorry, a minus should come. Okay. Here minus is only there. No. So, minus C into C. Like this only we have to write it in the program. Okay. So 2 into L plus B. 2 into L plus B. If you give like that, the computer cannot understand. So 2 into L plus B should be given as 2 into L plus B. So the first thing L plus B should be done and then only it should be done with the 2. Right. So you have to give it in the bracket. PRT by 100. For this also, this PRT should be given in the bracket because after multiplying this only are going to divide it by 100. So P into R into T by 100. Like this only you have to give in your Java programming. If you give as we write in our mathematical use, the computer cannot understand. In computer, you have to give the expressions like this only. Okay. Then we will see the relational operators. Relational operators show the relationship between the operands. Okay, relationship between means, see here, if it is less than or greater than, equal to, like that. What is the relation between the two operands? Less or more, or it is equal, like that type of relationship it gives. Relation is find out by the comparison. So obviously by comparing only we can say whether the first operand is greater or smaller or equal to the other operand. So this relationship is find out only by the comparison. So result is either true or false. In this, if it is greater means it is going to say it is true. Yes or no. Like that only it is going to say. That is what true or false. Then is your logical operator. Your logical operator is used for doing logical operations using the operators. Okay, we will see what are the logical operations. And this is the symbol used to indicate the AND operation, or this is the symbol used to indicate your OR, and this exclamatory mark is used to indicate your NOT operation. Okay, and they combine two or more expressions. We saw some expressions, right? This is going to compare that. Suppose see here in we will take this relational operators. A is greater than B and B is greater than C. Like that we are going to compare the two expressions. Okay, that is combine the two expressions. If in a expressions all the three operators are used, the precedence will be given to. Suppose the expression you are going to give like this. See here, if A is greater than B and B is greater than C, or B is greater than A, not C greater than B. If like that, see, all the three operators are used. If you use like this, the precedence will be given to the not operator first. Okay, precedence means it first preference. It will first do this operation first. Whenever it sees the not operator, that particular thing will be first done, and then it will go to the AND operation. Then the AND operation will be done, and then the OR operation will be done. Okay, so whenever not is there, first the not will be done, and then the AND operation, and then the OR operation. Okay, that is the preference to which the operation is going to be performed first. That is called the precedence. So next we will see what is logical OR. Okay, if any one or more conditions is true, it results true. See here, we are combining two or more expressions with this logical operator. See here, if B is greater than C or B is greater than A, like that we have given. Like that means in OR operation, if either one is true, then your OR operation results in true. Okay, it need not be all of the expressions to be true. In all these expressions, if suppose all these expressions are within OR, means if any one of the expression is true, then it will result in true. Okay, that is at least one condition is true means result will be true. It is false when all the conditions are false. Okay, it will give false when all the conditions are false. None of the condition should be true. See here, 5 greater than 4, 8 greater than 12. This is false, this is true. So either one is true, right? So this is true. And if all the things are true also, it will be true only. Okay, something at least one should be true, like that it is. So 3 is greater than 7. No, it's false. But 5 is less than or equal to 4. 5 is also not less than or equal to 4. So both are false. So you will get the false answer. So 2 is less than 0. No. 2 is less than 12. Yes. So this is true. So even though this is false, you will be getting only true. 3 is less than 5. True. 12 is greater than 8. 12 is greater than 8. True. And equal to 9. If this is true or false, whatever it is, but these both are true, so it will be coming true. Even though these both are false, if this is true, your answer will be true only. Okay, so even a single expression is true, then your OR operator will be having the answer true. And now we will see the logical AND. See the difference here. If any one is true, we will be giving true. But here, if any one is false also, it is false only. Here, all the conditions should be true. Then only your answer will be true. Okay, if any one condition is false also, everything will be false. See here, 5 greater than 3. It's true. 3 less than 5. Both are true. Then only it will be true. 6 is equal to 6. True. 3 greater than 0. True. So both are true. That's why true. 5 not equal to 5. This is false. 4 is equal to 4. This is true. Even though this is true, this is false, no? So you will be getting only the false. So 3 greater than 2 and 2 greater than 1. 3 is greater than 2 is true. 2 greater than 1 is true. But 1 less than 0 is false. Even though these two are true, only one is false also, the answer will become false. That is your AND operation. Okay, to get the true value from your AND operation, all the expression should be true, then only you will be getting the true value. Then your logical NOT. Reverse the logical NOT. What it does is just reverse the result of the expression. If it is true means it turns it into false, and if it is false means it turns it into true, like toggle. Okay, so this is also called as a unary operator because it operates on only a single operand or single expression. It cannot combine two or more expressions. Only on single expression it operates. Okay, see, not 8 greater than 3. If 8 is greater than 3 is true. Okay, but the answer comes as false because not is here. What the not does is it will change the true value into false. Similarly, 5 is less than 7. Even it is true, but since the not operator is there, it will become false. 3 is less than 0. It is false. Since the not is there, it will be true. Okay, it will convert it into the true. Then relational operators. Relational operators have higher precedence over logical operators. Okay, in this, using this relational operators only, we are combining it with the logical operators. Okay, so as soon as it sees the expressions like this, it first, what it does, it just operates, that is performs the relational operator, and then only it checks with the logical operator, right? So first it checks whether 4 is greater than 7, no. Then it checks 7 is greater than 15, no. False, false, and then only it is going to check what operator is there. If AND means it will give false, if true, if OR means like that, it will be checking the logical operator. Okay, so the precedence is given to the, that is preference of operation is given to the relational operators compared to the logical operators. We will see the new operator. New operator is used in variable declaration. So to declare any new variable, we use the new keyword. As we would have seen it in the declaring the object in class, how we used to declare the object. Class name we'll use to give the new keyword, right? For that only this new keyword is used, that is variable declaration. And this new keyword, as soon as the computer sees this new keyword, what it does is it is used to allocate space in the dynamic memory for that particular variable which you are creating. Okay, see here, creating an object. So if student is a class, S1 is a object name equal to new. So when it sees the new keyword, it allocates memory space for the object S1 according to the student. Okay, in student you will be declared some variables and all, no. According to that, in S1 you will be having the memory space allocated. Okay. Then the dot operator, used to invoke the system package to perform input or output task. System package means, you know, that input, we will import no java.io, java.util, that and all are called the system package. And to invoke that, that is to use it in your program, we use this dot operator, done by using keyword import. So invokes members of the class to carry out the tasks. Okay, it invokes the members of that particular class. See here, import. In Java we know that everything is in the form of class. If Java is in Java, IO is another class, and asterisk means in all the member functions present in this IO class can be used in your program. That is the meaning of this statement. Okay, so you are importing java.io class, and all the members in that IO class you are importing into your program. So this member functions in the IO will help you to do all the input output operations in your program. Similarly, java.util.asterisk. Util.asterisk means dot operator. Through this dot operator, you are going to invoke all the member functions in the util class. Util means what? Utility. The scanner class we use, no? You can either import all the functions or the particular member function also. Sometimes we used to give java.util.scanner alone, right? So we are going to use only scanner, means we are going to give only the scanner. Like that we are going to use it. Dot operator. So for this only, to invoke some member functions only we use the dot operator. In our general object declaration also we would have seen. See here, if student S1 is there, in student class we have some member function to add student's name. Okay, to add name means some function is there, means how we will use it? S1 dot add name function will be called. Like that, for that only the dot operator is used. Then is your output statement. Output statement is what? The system.out.print and system.out.println, and it is used to display the result of the execution on the screen. You know for what the system.out.print and println is used. So enclosed within the bracket, whatever is there within the bracket, that will be displayed on your screen. And to display a message, you will just give it within the double quote, but to display the value will be using plus and the variable. Okay, so different forms are print and println. We will see the difference between this print and println. Nothing but print means it does not give, that is the cursor does not go to the next line. It will be remaining in the same line where the result is produced. Okay, and plus sign can be used to connect your variable value to display on the screen after your message. The syntax is system.out.print message or the value to be displayed on the screen. For example, system.out.print hello is there. Hello will be printed and your cursor will be blinking here next to the O itself. Okay, it won't be going to the next line. It will be blinking here itself. And for example, to see the difference between this and println, we will see this example. System.out.print, the sum and the value, see with plus sum means the value saved in the variable sum will be displayed here. See here 46. So system.out.print hello. So after this 46, it is not going to go to the next line. Even though you have typed in the next line in your program, it is not going to go to the next line. The cursor will be in the same line, and whatever you print in the next line also will be printed in your same line itself. So that is the thing to use the print. Okay, it won't be going to the next line. Whatever, if you give it in the separate if you give it in the separate statement also, it will be printed in the same line only. We will see here now. System.out.println. After producing the result, the cursor goes to the next line. See, because this ln is there, it will go to the next line. If you print multiple statements using println, the statements will be printed each in each line. So if you print like this, that is println is there, means the sum will be in one line and the hello word will be in the next line. The ln added acts as a line feed. So system.out.println, this is the syntax. The message as it is, you are going to give it within the double quotes and the plus sign plus the variable to display your answer. See here, the same thing we are giving here. System.out.println, the sum plus sum is there. So after that, system.out.println print I am giving here. In the next line, instead of ln, just the print hello is giving, and system.out.println welcome I am giving. So what will be the output is the system, see the sum, the value will be there as I gave in this system .out.println. See, the cursor goes to the next line, but while printing the hello I gave only the print statement. So the welcome is not in the next line, it is going to be in the same line only. Okay, so that is the difference between the println and your print statement. Then hierarchy of operators. As you use BODMAS in your maths, we use BEDMAS in our computer. Okay, I think you all know what is BODMAS. BODMAS means the hierarchy of operations given to the that is operations in your maths operations. Like that, we also have some operations in our computer. B indicates brackets. So in your expressions, if you have anything in your brackets, that expression will be performed first, operated first. Then your exponent, if you give any exponent value, that is a power 2, a power 3, like that exponent value, that after the brackets that will be executed. After that, division and multiplication, whichever comes the first will be performed. Okay, if division comes first means division will be performed. If multiplication after that division is coming means first multiplication will be performed and the division will be performed. Similarly, addition and subtraction also have the same precedence. So as soon as it encounters the addition or subtraction, that thing will be performed first. That's all. So this is your hierarchy of your operators. So that's all for your chapter 4.